This is the morning to be taking shorts, guys. We are in price discovery to the downside. We got a big pullback happening in the daily chart. We bounced off of VWAP the other day. You can see it right here to the tick. This is right about where I told everybody I was selling all my long positions in my swing stocks. It was a beauty. Back test, long. Absolutely awesome.
The Canadian RP variable. It also looks like the
Let me
hill
get
video.
this
Like
going.
So we'll try and find another video. We'll get another video put on feed.
Okay, so we got a pretty interesting morning. Got a little bounce there. So we're building a little bit of distribution. This is where I shorted last time. It looks like a little bit of a washout of the shorts there. Let's see what happens. Morning, David. Morning, Diego. Awesome. Chuck, good morning. Larry, good morning. I hope everybody's doing well this morning. I'm going to be trying something new today. All right, so I've gotten a lot of feedback that they're having trouble, not on YouTube, but on the Discord, that they're having trouble seeing my screen. So I'm going to keep it on trading view until I'm going to take a trade or in a trade, and then I'm just going to pop open my trade evade so you can see this a lot clearer. So that's going to be what I'm going to do. So you should be able to see this a lot clearer. Here is my performance for this morning. Up. I'm up. What's that? That's not right. It says 489. I'm actually up 631. Oh, it's not including. Why is that doing that? 675 is right. My realize is 631.
Okay, so it looks like the video has started. The hearing has started.
49. That doesn't make any sense. Let's pop this open. Let's go to today. Weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe it's not including, oh, I had one from last night that was 120 bucks. It doesn't look like it's including from the 5th. Aftermarket last night. So if we include, well, I guess I can't do, oh, I can. All right, so from yesterday to, let's do custom range. From yesterday to today, let's do from 17 to today. There we go, 631. All right, that's why it's different. I traded something aftermarket last evening that was like 120 bucks, so 200 bucks. So I'm up 631 so far on this session. And now we're up at the lower band. Kind of missed that trade, so I'm sitting here talking. Probably would have tried to short it as it, or scaled in as it broke through here. I still like it. I feel like I missed it, guys. No trade then. I'll be patient. I'll wait for the next setup. But this would have been a short. Right here, probably would have scaled into it. Right there. Price discovery short. I actually, David, David said, Drysdale trading after hours too. We are in good company. Morning, Maximus. I actually traded it from my phone. Don't tell anybody. I was watching TradingView. I saw a great setup. I popped right over to my trade evade on my phone, and I took a little position, and it worked out well. All right, looks like we're trying to trade back into value here. On the higher time frame, there's nothing, so be very cautious with a return to value long here. Screen is much, much better. I have way more information, but sometimes when I see a setup, I see a setup, right? I can quickly just hop over and take it. I don't do that very often, but I do it. Tradeovate has an awesome phone app. Very fast. Very nice. All right, guys, so let's see what kind of setups we got. I'm up 631, which is a nice little start to the day. I'm going to try and get up over 2K today in profits. That's my goal. And we'll see if the market gives it to me.
South Korea and US foreign ministers spoke on the phone to discuss economic cooperation and alliance. But that's according to Seoul's foreign ministry. Seoul's foreign ministry.
I kind of like the rejection here. Short.
Russia's foreign ministry or spokeswoman or report.
I'll start a little position here.
Missiles to Ukraine says that continued supply of arms to Kiev will delay settlement of war.
I'm not crazy with my entry, guys. I'm going to cut that one. Little $50 winner. Oh, it would have worked out nice. Damn. It is what it is. On to the next. Felt like I shorted right into the lower band, and not thrilled with that as a position. So, you know, you can get out. You don't have to be married to any trade. You know, there's no reason I gotta, just because I took a trade, that doesn't mean I have to stay in it if I don't like it anymore. Get out. Would have wound up being a nice trade, but I didn't know that at the time. How you guys doing on YouTube? I stream for the first 30 minutes from 10 to about 10:30-ish. I've been going a little longer lately. And I hope you guys get some benefit out of learning this system. I have an entire Discord you can join. There's a link in the Discord for that. Morning, Wayne. So let's see what happens here at this lower band. It looks like it's finding support now. The other indexes are trading pretty clearly in value. And that's why I got out of that trade. I'm glad I did. Small winner instead of a big loser. Okay, now we have a return to value set up long is what that was. I'm glad I got out of it. So I do have an overall short bias on this day. You know, we're in a big pullback off of VWAP, but that doesn't mean it needs to go all the way back to lower value. This could be just the, look at that. That will squeeze all the shorts out. All right, we're coming back to the value area high on the session here in the regular trading hours. BS isn't quite there. Nothing else is there except for in Q. And let's see what we get.
Besant's comments coming through now. Besant says has to cut $2 billion from IRS information technology budget without any operational disruptions.
Besant has to cut $2 billion
IRS has eliminated
from IRS. Good.
And renegotiated IT and professional services contract and eliminated unused licenses spent hundreds of millions of dollars per year.
Oh.
IRS spent $450 million of paper processing this year. And to
try and catch this long.
20 million at the end of Trump's second term through automation. So now we're currently speaking, and he is live with that video we have posted.
Nice. Quick $200. Up 830. Now we're at the value area high. ES is approaching VWAP, about 3 points away. So this should be interesting. 628, 629 really is VWAP on ES. So let's see what we get. Let's go over to ES here. We're getting close. So this might set up for a VWAP bounce short on ES before NQ even gets close. So let's see what happens. This is the level I'm watching on ES, 529. It's also the 2x extension from yesterday off of IB low. How's everybody trading? The screen is much better. You mean the clarity, David? Yeah, so that's how I'm going to do it. When I'm trading or in a position or getting ready to pop in a position, I'll pop open my trade evade on the full screen. All right, we are at. All right, now let's listen to the order flow here. Okay, good. I'm going to scale in a little bit here. Yeah. Nothing exciting. I was too early. And it pushed over VWAP. I got uncomfortable. Trade was right. My execution was not good. Did not take a loser. Small winner. 50 bucks. But it could have been a much bigger winner. But prudence pays, guys. I don't always nail it. Let's see if it breaks over VWAP now. Poke through it on ES. See if we get the rejection. Sitting tight. Sure seems like the sellers are stepping in here, doesn't it? Would have been the trade, man. I goofed it. CL. Yeah, look at CL. Liftoff. Yep, that's definitely price discovery to the upside. We are hitting this value area high from a couple days ago. I don't know how much more upside we'll get. This is going to be a sketch area up here, 59 to 60. So careful with that one. Well, that VWAP bounce would have paid short if you hit it on ES, or you took the NQ setup. NQ didn't quite get there. Hope somebody caught that because I ruined it. Small winner for me, but that could have been a. That could have been my morning if I nailed that one right. Okay, so here's the low volume node right here, guys. This is kind of interesting. We still look kind of strong.
China, as of yet, we have not engaged in negotiations as of yet.
Got a little bounce off that volume node. So we have a pretty defined distribution here. Let me drop it on NQ.
Have not engaged with China as of yet. German Conservative leader Merz elected Chancellor by Parliament in the second round of voting.
So you can see it here. You can see it better on my trade debate.
So seeing a little bit of movement towards the upside on the euro, the back of that. Benson says many trading partners have approached the US with very good offers.
Good.
Again, German
Good, Lager. Thank you for the feedback.
Merz as Chancellor.
I'm going to do it like this from now. Ah, gave you a shot to get back in there. I'm going to wait for a little higher. Chuck, you bailing or are you sticking with this short? I'm going to wait for higher. Okay, nice. I'm going to wait for another push. Forget it.
Benson says many partners have good offers and no China talks yet. Also seeing Germany's stacks moving higher after Merz elected Chancellor. Last down now by
Little
about
scalp there, $100. See if I can get another one if it pushes higher. I do like this 55, 60. That's VWAP on NQ. I'm up $1,000 in the cash account currently. Now I do everything manually, Logger. So, you know, I'm always ready to hit this exit. Oh shit button, you know what I mean? Whoa. All right, not touching anything now. Even though that would have been beautiful.
We'll be announcing trade deals with some of our largest trading partners.
I mean, the prudent thing to do is, yeah, of course, to have a, you know, a stop loss in there, especially to prevent against tape bombs or what have you. Well, ES is holding above VWAP, but NQ is rejecting, and that might pull ES down. We'll see. ES looks like it has a pretty, I don't know. Let's see. I already got my scalps here, so try and be patient. Wait for some new setups. Wait for some fresh blood. See if this is a sub VWAP trap.
Up to $50 billion taxpayer money wasted on IRS modernization.
Oh, they're trying to push it through.
Person says nothing in data indicates that the US is in a recession.
It's heavy up here. Let's see what happens. I'm pushing hard. All right, I'm willing to take a little bit of a...
Just keep an eye on the S&P 500 and also the dollar index. S&P 500 saying continued movement towards the upside.
I'm about flat now as it rips against me. Gotta get out. Damn it. That put me down $800, guys.
Needs to move towards the upside just a little bit. As what was the dollar for a moment there?
Watch how it ticked me out too. Yep. Why don't you come all the way back after that top tick?
Person says that
Because it went up right up to upper band on ES.
rise upwards.
Yeah, I'm only down 700 now. Very disappointed with that, but I'm going to recollect. Down, this says 800, but I'm really down 700 after being up 1,000. So this is the way it works, guys. Can't get married to the position. Got to get out. That thing just rip-roared out of there. Looks like a failed breakdown. So much for my short bias. Biases will get you creamed. So guys, this is, for those of you on YouTube, this is real money. Trading a cash account. This is not a combine. This is not a simulator. This is real money in the futures market. I was up $1,000 and now I'm down $700. That's the way the cookie crumbles in trading sometimes. I've had a lot of really good days, so I have to be really careful. Nathan, just take the setups as they appear. That felt kind of capitulatory. See if we get up to upper band. I'm going to try and scale into something decent here. Down 500. Just gotta chip my way out of this thing. So Nathan asked, how do you trade without having a bias? Well, I just take the setups as they are. Whether they're long or short doesn't matter to me. The setups are the setups. So when I say having a bias, I mean for the course of the day. Are we going up all day? Are we going down all day? Say a long day, short day? Should we be taking shorts all day? You know, what is the macro? You know, are most of my trades going to be longs or shorts? That's kind of what I mean.
Person expects tax collections to be robust going forward and AI to enhance collections.
All right, guys, I'm going to try and take a little bigger of a scalp up here. I think we are a bit overextended, but, you know.
Person says still tallying tax revenues.
I'm going to give myself, I'm going to try and catch a much bigger trade here.
X-date estimate will be forthcoming.
bad. Down 330.
Besson says we are on the warning track for reaching dead ceiling. Besson says the US will never default.
2 minis.
The US government will never default.
So I'm kind of keeping an eye on this volume profile. Is really what I'm watching here.
The Treasury will not use gimmicks on debt ceiling.
We're at upper band on ES. We're developing a point of control up here on NQ. So that's all kind of bearish.
Besson just repeating that the US is on the warning track for debt limits X date.
Down 200 bucks, guys. So I was up 1,000 to almost down 1,000 to down 200 bucks. A little bit of a swing, but I wish I could trade perfectly all the time. That would be great, wouldn't it? I just come in, make my 2,000 bucks without a problem, and call it a day. That would be awesome. Never have to worry about it. Just I'm here. I'm gonna trade for an hour. 2,000 bucks. Cha-ching. See ya. So this says 350, but it's actually 214 because of last night's profits. Gold price discovery long. Yeah, I see that. I kind of like it too because you got a value area high back test here. A little tough to manage risk. It's got to hold here. Gold also likes to stop run everybody out before it actually moves. That's the other thing it does. We'll see. Initial balance is set. Looks like it's going to try and break it right now. Down 100 bucks. Almost back to even after that big fat loss I took, which was way too big, but that's fine. I'm here for it. Probably can see the, yeah. Zip, zip, zip. It's gonna be one of those days. I feel it. How's everybody else trading? Making money? I do like a long back at VWAP if we can get there. It's combined with this low volume node. I'll probably scale in at 70 to 60. So we'll see. Well, I'm down $100. It was a lot worse. I was down $900 after being up $1,000. So VWAP's starting to flatten out here a little bit, guys. I kind of like that. It's giving me the sense of a balanced market. See if we can get back down to VWAP. I'll scale in as we go a little higher here. Give it some room. All right, guys, I'm going to give this a little room. I'm going to give it an anticipation of a value area high. A little higher. Probably going to scale in and hold this one for a little bit. Not anticipating a huge price discovery day, so we'll see. Up to upper band here.
Person says strategic uncertainty is part of negotiations over tariffs.
Come on. Push that thing down. All right. Boom, back in business. $600 in profit. All right, here we go.
It's a complicated mix of factors.
So I was up 1,000, down 900. Now I'm up 560 on that trade. Took off a little more risk. Had a little more conviction. And here we are. Nice, Michael. Good stuff. I still like it up here. My data's being a little slow. I don't know if I like that, but up 750, guys. Climb my way back out. All right, I'm going to use the restroom. Thank you, Wayne. Appreciate it. Martin, do you have a give back rule when you're up a certain amount? I mean, I usually try and shut it down by $1,000 or $2,000 and $1,500, $2,000, even $2,500 in profit. So not really. I pull myself out of $1,000 holes quite frequently. They're annoying, and it's not fun, but it's part of the game. So as long as I keep taking my setups, I have confidence in my strategy and trading the distributions essentially for lots of scalps that I can get there. The correct IB for gold is 3406 is the high, 3382. Oh, 8:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 9:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is the regular trading hours for gold in the COMEX. I'll be right back. Looks like a return to value backtest on gold there. Setting up for a short, I think, but we'll see. Excuse me. I still think I like short here, guys. I don't know why my data is so slow. Man. Let's go. Push down again, sellers. One more time. I'm going to scale in an upper band up here and give it some room. Sellers keep hitting it up here, which I like. But they're supporting the bid, which I don't like. So it's a battle up here. I think we're at value area high. So it doesn't need to be bearish on the whole session, but for right now, sellers are capping it, and they've been capping it. And ES is already in the middle of a pullback. So whether it looks bearish or not, I just trade the setup. Well, one more big push down. Let's go. We're at point of control here. So there's buying and it's not moving up. So there's clear absorption taking place here. And that is bearish. Interesting price action up here, guys. This is very... I'm gonna get out. Keeps getting bought up. So I'm up 872, almost back to where I was. Of course, it sells out. They got him out. Drop it. All right, guys, on YouTube, thanks for joining us this morning. If you want to keep trading with us, you can join the Discord premium section. I do a week free trial. You can catch that in the description of this. Check us out for an entire week. We'll trade till about 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Come join us. Otherwise, for you guys in the Discord, we're going to keep trading. Thanks for you joining us on YouTube. We'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're going to keep trading, manage your risk. Stay sharp out there, guys. Thanks for joining.